Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam Sarawak maju dan makmur, dan salam segulai sejagai. Yang berhormat Saudara Profesor Dr. Sim, Timbalan Premier, yang berhormat Setiausaha Kerajaan Sarawak Datuk Amar Haji Muhammad Abu Bakar, yang berhormat Saudara Datuk Abdullah Zaidul, Timbalan Menteri, yang berbahagia Datuk Seri Talat Mahmud bin Abdul Rashid Penasihat Undang-Undang Sarawak, yang berbahagia Datuk Seri Engineer Dr. Nur Azwan Abu Osman dan Chancellor Universiti Malaya serta rakan-rakan dari MU, yang berbahagia Datuk Amar Jaul Semion, seterusnya Deputan, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Pertama, saya mengucap syukur kepada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala kerana pagi ini saya dapat bersama-sama dengan pihak Universiti Malaya dan juga Kerajaan Sarawak dalam satu majlis yang pada hemat saya sangat penting, bukan saja menjadikan kerjasama silaturahim di antara Universiti Malaya dengan Sarawak, tapi yang penting ialah untuk menerok ke bidang-bidang ilmu yang baru dalam kita menghadapi global shift dari sudut pengurusan dan juga bagaimana kita menambah nilai kepada kekuatan yang ada pada kita. Jadi, indeed it is a great pleasure to be here to witness and commemorate the signing of this memorandum of agreement between Government of Sarawak and Universiti Malaya. To me, it marks an important step in our state journey towards building a better and more sustainable future in the area of new economy and the relevant matters related to it. Ladies and gentlemen, as we transition into this new era known as the new economy, we find ourselves in a fast driving mode, one that is rapidly changing, driven by the new technology, green energy, and new ways of doing business. For Sarawak to succeed in this new era, we must be ready to lead, not as a follower, but rather to position ourselves in a very significant step towards the new economy. That is why the collaboration with Universiti Malaya matters. I think we are not just setting up a chair, but rather we are building a strong team that will focus on new ideas, do important research, and help guide how we make laws and rules for the future in this new economy. Universiti Malaya is one of the best universities in Malaysia, has continually demonstrated its commitment to academic excellence and societal impact. I truly believe that this collaboration will bring significant benefits to Sarawak and more broadly to Malaysia as a whole. This chair will focus on important areas of new economy like a green economy, including carbon trading and carbon credits, which are important initiatives that aim at protecting the environment and reduce pollution. B, hydrogen economy, including bioenergy and hydropower, which are clean energy sources for the future. C, biotech healthcare, which uses science to improve health, medicine, and disease prevention. And of course, the importance of artificial intelligence, which can make work smarter and faster, but also needs good rules to keep it fair and safe. And this is part of all the thing that we support what they call SDGs, or Sustainable Development Goals, and help to fight climate change. The establishment of the Kursi Dharma Kekal Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak will facilitate an annual lecture series, as mentioned by Vice Chancellor, entitled Kuliah Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak, not me personally, it's Sarawak, designed to promote public discourse, knowledge exchange, and policy dialogue. It is my hope that this lecture series will bring together not only policymakers and industry leaders, but also the academic community, such as our universities, researchers, and scholars, who play a vital role in shaping ideas and informing decisions. In the long run, this effort will strengthen Sarawak's intellectual capacity, support good governance, and prepare our people to lead in this fast-changing world. Additionally, through this collaboration, research conducted under this chair hopefully will be published in recognized international journals. And most importantly, all publications resulting from the study will be shared and made readily accessible to the government of Sarawak and its agencies. This accessibility will provide Sarawak's policymakers and agencies with critical, up-to-date insights, driving informed decision-making, and fostering the development of practical solutions for the state growth and progress. Ladies and gentlemen, I was with the delegation from EU yesterday, particularly in the countries representing European Union. One of the areas that we discussed was the new technology and the new economy, particularly to mitigate carbon emission. They went to our Sarawak Biodiversity Center, and they were very impressed with our research on algae, production of biofuel, which eventually become a source of SAF, sustainable aviation fuel, which is very critical in logistics, particularly aviation industry. One of the things that impressed me was, of course I pretend not to know, they say they are doing research in Norway on algae, but our research is more advanced than them in Norway. This is indeed an arrangement on their part, and that's why these parliamentarians and ambassadors, they came yesterday to study the way we add value to the resources that we have. Meaning, their view is a real transformation in clean fuel for aviation sector. So this is one of the reasons why we have to be brave enough to find new technology, and with this SAF from algae base will become the fuel of the future for the whole global aviation industry. And what we're going to do is, of course, we must hold the IP on the conversion of algae material or nutrient into biofuel. The other area that I would like to share with you is the question of biodiversity. Last night I launched the Sarawak's policy on biodiversity. I think this is the first in Malaysia, and that policy, which is the product and outcome of research between Sarawak Biodiversity Center and UNDP. And it's part of, I think, Article 12 of ESG, where you must have sort of sustainable production and consumption of product that you produce. And last night, UNDP also mentioned this is the first in Malaysia, perhaps in the region, where we do research and sustainable policy on our biodiversity. I think our diversity is one of the richest in the world, rainforest. And this is the second area why I feel that research is important. And I'm sharing with you, one is algae, the other one was fast-growing trees. When I became CM, that time no premier, CM. About 6 years ago, I planted a tree, indigenous seedling, called Karapayan. Today it's a tall tree that can be harvested within a period of 6 years. And we have planted it, new reforestation policy. And you just imagine if you have 6 years of trees, you can sort of implement your circular economy. You cut the trees, 6 years, become biomass, that will become a power base for power generation, and you keep on planting the trees in the circular block. And that means you have sustainable materials for biomass as well as for downstream activities of wood-based industry. In other words, you don't really depend on other people, but you depend on your own pokok sendiri, your own pokok that can grow and actually produce oxygen. And that become another resource of your carbon storage. And with the current rules, I hope the global community have recorded a global protocol on carbon credit, and that I think will not only preserve or conserve your biodiversity, but rather is a source of economic activities for the people, particularly rural people. Jadi saya rasa inilah pendekatan kita bersama di antara MU dengan kita. But I believe in one thing. Japan was reformed during Meiji Dynasty, during the Emperor of Meiji, where that time research was given priority, and that transformed Japan from Meiji right up to today. I hope Sarawak will contribute a little contribution to Malaysia. Hopefully Malaysia will be another new Japan in the years to come. We hope once again I thank you, all the researchers, and also this collaboration between Sarawak and MU. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Terima kasih. Mohon yang menghormati Insya Allah terus berada di atas